Hello again. Today I'm going to make some butterflies using the new Tim Holtz tattered butterfly die from sizzix. I'm going to make these out of fabric with free of motion embroidery stitching, and they've got little wire antenna and some foil in the wings so you can bend and shape them. I'm going to remove the fuzz and lint off of the fabric, and then I'm going to take a piece of heat and bond fusible webbing and I'm going to iron that onto a piece of muslin. I just cut these pieces out to be about the same size as the sizzix Bigs die, so about 6 by 6. Fused a little corner there so that I can trim off this excess, because if you don't trim off the excess, then you'll get that heat and bond on your ironing board, or this is my pressing mat. I didn't want that, so I wanted to make sure I trimmed it. I'm just going to iron that 2 layers together. And then on the other piece of fabric, I'm going to put this foil tape. You get this from the hardware store in the heating, like the heat and air area where the ductwork is sold. It comes in a roll like this with a peel and stick backing. Then I'm going to take these pieces over to my sizzix and run them through. So I'm going to run the foil tape is one side and then the heat and bond is the other. And here you can see I've got different layers assembled. So for the heat and bond side, I'm going to peel that wax paper away from the fabric, kind of staticky there. I've got a little tiny piece of wire that I'm going to twist, and these are going to be the antenna. So I'm going to twist the part that's going to be the body and put it on top there. And then I've got the body shape is a separate piece of the die, and I cut those out of some wool felt. So I'm going to put that all together on some tearaway stabilizer. That's what I like to stitch on when I'm doing this embroidery machine stuff. And I'm going to go very slow in the beginning. I've got a zigzag set up on my machine for the free motion. I'm just going to go over that wire very slowly and carefully. I don't want to hit the wire with my needle. Using an orange stick to kind of steer things around, I'm going to speed this up. This is 4 times faster than what I was actually sewing, because I was going very slow and being very careful not to hit that wire as I go around the body. And I like this effect on the wool. It kind of gives you that woolly, fuzzy body like a real moth. And then I'm just going to free motion around the wings. You could do this however you want. If you don't know how to free motion, you could skip this step completely, or you could try to do it with just straight stitching on your machine. If you're very patient, you can do it that way as well. And I'm just going around the wings. I tried a lot of different designs and this one seemed to work well. Just goes around the edges and gives it an extra detail around those wings. You do need the stabilizer there, otherwise the stitching will just come right off the fabric. Now I'm going to tear away that tearaway stabilizer, and I'll speed this up because you don't want to watch the entire process. Got all the last bits off. Now I'm going to fuse the foil side to the side that I stitched on. So I just line those up, use my little mini iron to press those 2 layers together. So the heat and bond will actually be sticking to the foil tape, and then there's fabric on the outside of both sides. And the last thing I did is glue a little tiny clothespin that I got from the Dollar Tree. Used E6000 to glue that on. I actually did it upside down, but that's okay. I did them the right way later. You could put a brooch, like a pin brooch on the back of there or something like that. Here's the finished butterflies. I made a lot of them. You could also add color to these with paints or dyes. The Tim Holtz distress dyes worked really well on the muslin, but I liked them plain, and I like how those little gray fuzzy bodies turned out. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more crafty videos. I'll see you later.